Visceral fat is often confused with straightforward fat, which forms under the skin and is generally harmless. It's easy to see and you can pinch it with your finger. This is the fat that makes us buy clothes the next size up. Visceral fat, however, is a little more serious. Visceral fat is technically body fat, but it forms in the abdominal cavity. This is internal fat. This means that this kind of fat is forming around your organs. The liver, stomach, intestines, and even the arteries may become clogged and smothered by visceral fat. Most worryingly of all, visceral fat can't always be seen. It's clear that fat gathering around the internal organs is going to cause health problems. While a little fat usually isn't an issue, too much may indicate a risk of visceral fat. This can cause a number of problems. Greater risk of type 2 diabetes, higher blood pressure, high blood sugar, greater risk of stroke, heart attacks, or heart disease, greater risk of some cancers. The accumulated abdominal fat may also cause issues with the organs in particular. If your waist reaches a certain measurement, approximately 35 inches for women and 40 inches for men, you may be at a greater risk for visceral fat. Here are the main 6 natural ways to lose visceral fat. 1. Eat a healthy diet. Eating a healthy, balanced diet is crucial to external and internal weight loss. Unfortunately, processed junk food tends to be cheaper, easier, and more accessible than healthful options. Coming home tired from a long day at work is a perfect recipe for just giving in and eating junk food. When it comes to making meals for your family, it's difficult to choose one with all of the 3 necessities: delicious, healthy, and easy to make. If you're struggling to eat well, making a meal plan could be a good idea. Planning out a week's meals in advance can help you stick to your goals. It's also a good way of making sure you get enough vitamins, nutrients, and minerals every day. So let's take a brief overview of the classics. Eat more fruits and vegetables. Fruit and veggies will never go out of style. Packed with vitamins and nutrients, it's always a good idea to eat more fruit and veggies. If you're trying to cut down on sugars, fruit or homemade juices and smoothies may provide a sugary kick to keep you going. Eat more fiber. Fiber is extremely good for the digestive system. It adds bulk to stools, keeps us regular. It also nourishes the intestines and colon on its way out. Fiber is a key element if you want to reduce fat around the middle, since it suppresses the appetite, leaving you feeling fuller for longer. Eat more protein. Protein is something else that suppresses the appetite. Of course, suppressing your appetite is going to be harmful if you aren't taking in enough nutrients to provide you with enough energy. Foods rich in protein give you energy and keep you nourished. Good protein sources include eggs, meats, nuts, legumes, beans, and dairy. Eat less sugar. Sugar is in most of the foods we eat, including fruit and vegetables. However, added sugars, especially those in refined grains, can quickly be turned into fat in our bodies, causing visceral fat to build up. Added sugars provide no nutrients or vitamins, but do carry plenty of calories. Additionally, sugar is addictive. Sugar cravings are extremely difficult to beat and cause a serious obstacle to losing fat around your waist. Alcohol. In moderation, alcohol is fine. However, alcohol does contain sugars and calories. Drinking too much alcohol has been linked to higher amounts of visceral fat. It can also cause other long-term health problems. Trans fat. Trans fats are used in processed foods to make them last longer. Trans fats are created by adding hydrogen to vegetable oils and are generally considered very unhealthy. 2. Restrict your calorie intake. You may be eating a healthy, balanced diet, but none of that will do you any good if you're eating too much. Visceral fat loss is achieved by working off the calories you take in from food during the day, whether by exercise or calorie restrictions. The recommendation is approximately 2,000 calories a day for women and 2,500 for men. Of course, these are rough estimates. You should take your individual needs and metabolism into account. If you're ill or lead a very active lifestyle, you may need more calories. 3. Exercise regularly. Cardio, or aerobic exercise, is one of the best healthy habits for fat loss. Regular cardio is a great way to reduce visceral fat. Cardio includes brisk walking, jogging, and running. Swimming can also be a handy method of physical activity. This allows you to start at a level you're comfortable with and work up. It's possible that your health doesn't allow you to do much exercise, in which case you'll need to focus more on diet. However, if you're able, a brisk walk can give you a good cardio workout and help you burn calories. Ideally, you should engage in cardio at least 2 or 3 times per week. Resistance training and strength training will also help you to reduce body mass index. For the best fat loss results, it's good to exercise for around 30 minutes a day. However, if you're engaging in long workouts or high-intensity workouts, you'll need to allow at least 1 rest day a week to let your muscles recover. 4. Reduce stress levels. Now, reducing stress levels is easier said than done. However, when our bodies are under stress, they produce the stress hormone known as cortisol. Cortisol causes the body to make and store more visceral fat. Of course, anxiety may lead to other unhealthy habits like binge eating. This is where a healthy diet rich in fiber can help you to reduce cravings and restrict your calorie intake. Ideally, you would deal with your stress at the root cause if possible. 5. Get a good night's sleep. Regardless of your problem, getting a good night's sleep can only ever help. Sleeping is the time where the body rests and renews. Not getting enough sleep has been linked to a variety of health problems, both short and long term. It's also linked to a buildup of visceral fat, so your waist circumference may be affected by your sleep more than you think. 6. Experiment with alternative eating plans. Results will vary from individual to individual, so it's important to listen to your body and find out what gets results. There are plenty of alternative ways to diet, exercise, and lose weight. Low-carb diets. Low-carb diets have been noted to be a particularly effective way to reduce visceral fat levels. The idea behind this style of diet involves reducing carbs but replacing them with healthy fats. Remember, fat isn't all bad. In fact, a healthy diet should contain some fat. There are a number of low-carb style diets that could work for you. Intermittent fasting. If restriction doesn't work well for you, intermittent fasting could help. Intermittent fasting involves a window of time when you don't eat, followed by a window when you do. For example, you may have a period of around 6 hours every day when you can eat more or less whatever you want. The remaining 16 hours per day, some of which you'll spend asleep, of course, you fast. There are many different styles of intermittent fasting. This is just an example. Intermittent fasting nearly always results in eating less and therefore losing weight and visceral fat. So should you be worried by visceral fat? The idea of visceral fat ominously curling around our internal organs can be a scary one. Remember, visceral fat isn't usually visible on the outside. If you're not sure whether or not you have a buildup of visceral fat, why not consult a medical professional? So while visceral fat can become a serious health issue if left unchecked, you have the power to make changes right now. Setting out a meal and exercise plan can help you stay on track as well as keeping you motivated. Why not talk to a nutritionist or doctor for help and medical advice on what to do? However, the best way to get rid of visceral fat is to do what works for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe to this YouTube channel and don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy our next video on 13 quick and easy ways to lose belly fat at home. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.